Hey, I'm Pej. Welcome to Techie Dads. So, on our We're Not Wearing Enough Wearables edition, I picked up a Fossil watch. This is the hybrid Fossil. There is another one that they have where it's the Q edition. So there's a hybrid edition, and then there's the full face. It's a touch display. Right. But I wanted to go back after wearing my band for a while. I wanted to go back just to wearing a watch. So this comes with a variety of features that are in what you'd expect of wearable. So I can, it has a step calculator counter on it, right? That calculates your steps throughout the day, and you can set a goal on your iPhone or Android. That's what it pairs to. So you can set your goal on that, and then it has a little dial that measures you throughout the day. It's got a sleep connector on it, so it tells you how long have you been sleeping for. Is it light sleep or deep sleep, which is kind of interesting. I don't usually wear my watch to bed though, so it feels kind of weird, but it does do that. And then you can set an activity on here. So through the iPhone app, you can set a number of the goals you want to get to, activities you want to monitor, and then it will notify you here.
So is that their primary way of interacting with the software on there through the iPhone app? Or is it
through the app is where you do all of the connections.
Desktop. Okay.
Yeah, and which is kind of neat because the first time I got it, I paired it with the phone. It did some connection, and then it came back and set the time, so I didn't have to set the time for it. It automatically does that. I programmed, my step goals, what my contacts were, so I can have up to 6 people on here that whenever they message me, it will vibrate. I can't see the message, obviously, on this one. You'd have to get the full face version of that. But on the hybrid, it just vibrates, and I know someone that I've identified has messaged me, and I can check my phone.
So just to clarify, hybrid then it's a very analog look. The face is completely analog, but obviously there's smarts in behind it where it's a digital device, right?
Yeah, versus the pure Q version is just
a soft.
Yeah, it looks like your iPhone, your Garmin, stuff like that. It's an actual screen, yeah. The full Q comes with a charger, so you put it on its stand, it charges, and you get about 12 to 18 hours, well, a full day of
so
charge.
So is it a wireless charge then?
No, it has a little plug that you put it in. On the hybrid Q, it uses a battery watch, and from all the reading that I've done, it lasts about 6 months. So it's a little costly on that side if you use it quite a bit, that you're going to have to replace the batteries. But unlike other watches, it has a little dial, indented dial in the middle that you can use a coin, or it comes with a tool that you can take the battery out. And then another nice feature I like about it is that you can replace the bands if you want to get a little more funky.
Okay, so they let you accessorize it. But that's neat.
Yeah.
Those that are worried about having to charge a device all the time, that's actually kind of nice.
So you get 6 months, it just works. Right. And it's kind of cool. You've got 3 buttons across the back on the side here that, the first one, controls, what the date is, and the dials just change to tell you what date it is. You've got another button in the middle that gives you either the alert or your 24-hour watch, and then the last button on the side here, sorry I keep saying back, but on the side here, if you program it, so I've got it to either ring my phone or it can notify you of something, so it's kind of neat that way.
So what's the cool feature? What's the main thing other than telling time?
I wanted it because it could tell time, and then it had some of the more popular wearable features that I would want.
So the steps and the athletic kind of stuff.
But it nowhere comes close to what the band can do, right? And I have nothing compared to what the Apple Watch can do, because you can't install any apps on this.
It's interesting as people are still trying to find out what they want to use it for, and the swinging between a tech device accessory to their phone towards traditional watch features and other killer features that probably haven't even come out yet, right? But most of them revolving around fitness at this point, or notifications on the phone, right? Yeah. Whether you're getting a call or a text message, that seems to be the killer app to be displaced by something better in the future, right? Yeah,
I think you're spot on. And I think for me, I wanted to go back to, I like wearing a watch. I think I'm in the minority there, but I wanted to get back to wearing a normal watch that still has some of those features behind the scenes. Right. And I got rid of, I still have my band, but I don't wear my band as much because, Microsoft discontinued it. So there's no new updates for it. Yeah, it still looks kind of cool and whatnot, and it still works with your phone and tracks your health, and you get your messages on there and stuff. But it was kind of like, it's dead end.
So you gotta, find your way, and I heard bad things about Pebble this week too, so they're not really a viable alternative anymore either. So we'll see which wearables really survive, if Apple's going to be king, or if all the flurry of gear devices from Android are going to take over, or some other players going to come in.
Yeah, I would like to hear from anyone who's used the Garmin. I hear really, really good things about the Garmin. Right. And, of course, Fitbit. I mean, Fitbit's got a phenomenal line of wearables now that go from a little bracelet all the way to a full-face device that's very, Casio digital-driven. Right. And they do a variety of things. So, yeah, I think Fitbit, I think Garmin, Apple, obviously, and then Fossil's doing a bit of this. But Fossils, I think, is more geared to their watch view. They have their Q line. They've got a bracelet as well. Right. But I won't be trying that one anytime soon.
Great.
I'm Pej.
And I'm Paul.